happy to say that before the school year ended, they were able to have 4 very successful meetings, as attested to by the students who attended. It has been an incredible 4 years for the class of 2010, and we see their accomplishments reflected in the colleges to which they've been accepted, starting with our valedictorian, Brown University, WPI, and actually Jarrett's headed to Carnegie Mellon, Victoria and Brown University. And then we have a whole range of prominent colleges like Rhode Island School of Design, Northeastern, Northwestern, Purdue, and of course there's always the locals that our students tend to support, UMass, BCC, and Bridgewater State. So as I look back on the 4 years, I could not possibly list everything that has happened, but there are certainly some things noteworthy that I do need to mention. For the first time in 20-something years, Westport High School was honored to have one of its students receive the Dave Cowens Achievement Award, and that student was Matthew Medeiros. Now, I could try to quote Matthew Medeiros, but if you know Matthew, you know he's a boy of few words. So let me just say this, Matt. No one is happier than I am that you did it this year, because if it's going to take another 20-something years for that to happen again, I know I will be way too old to be standing at this podium to talk about it. And lastly, I had a significant event in my office in November when the Fryer family was kind enough to have Nick do his sign-on, his early sign-on to Northwestern in my office. And after the ceremony, I sent a note to them, and with Nick's permission, I share the poem with you today. And the poem is called The Challenge. Let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their future in someone else's hands, but not you. Congratulations, class of 2010, and know that you have my very best wishes for a bright tomorrow. Thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Westport Community Schools, Dr. Carlos Colley.
Good morning. It is always a difficult thing to follow Mrs. Tutelo. She's always very good, and she actually memorizes her stuff. I can't do that. How are you all? I'll keep it short because they tell me that if I go too long, you guys may run out of here. So let's do this quickly. Welcome parents, family, friends. The students here on the stage have walked a long road to stand at the edge of a cliff. When you take that one last step off this stage, at the end of today's ceremony, you will, for all intents and purposes, fall into the abyss of adulthood. You have begun to learn the lessons of adulthood, that your choices have consequences. Teachers have been telling you for years, work hard because your choices will open or close doors for you. So as you take that one last step from here, think about these 5 words: destiny, conscience, courage, reason, and truth. You have a destiny to fulfill because you are unique. Only you have the potential to make that destiny come true. Your road will be one of discovery. You will become who you are supposed to be, but only your choices will tell. Your guides on this journey, your conscience, your ability to tell right from wrong. Courage to do the right thing. And your reason, the ability to discern the truth. Practice using these, and you will gain wisdom on how to reach your destiny of becoming an artist, a ball player, a businessman or woman, a scientist, or yes, maybe even that noble profession of being a teacher. You have the teachers and staff to thank for getting you this far, and we hope that we taught you how to think and reason, and I will end your Westport school days in the same way you started them. In kindergarten, your teachers read to you. So I will read a short piece that speaks about reason and truth, those guides for life that I talked about. This is from Terry Goodkin's book, Faith of the Fallen. The only sovereign I can allow to rule me is reason. The first law of reason is this: what exists, exists. What is, is. From this irreducible bedrock principle, all knowledge is built. This is the foundation from which life is embraced. Reason is a choice. Wishes and whims are not facts, nor are they the means of discovering them. Reason is our only way of grasping reality. It's our basic tool of survival. We are free to evade the effort of thinking, to reject reason, but we're not free to avoid the penalty of the abyss we refuse to see. So if we fail to use reason in our struggle of life, if we close our eyes to the reality of what is in favor of what we would wish, then we will live in a dream world, and we will not reach our destiny, and our life will become less meaningful. This world needs people of courage. Look at the trouble we have gotten into with people who live without morals in our nation and bend the truth to suit their desires. So use your reason to cut through all that. Go after the truth, and you will not go wrong. Do not take for granted those around you who will tell you the truth. Just question what you hear. Yes, question the media, question the politicians, even question your teachers. Question whether it is all true. That is the nature of our human beings, to think. We are Homo sapiens, man or woman that thinks. So use that faculty born within you, nurtured by your teachers and your parents, and know that you will make us proud as you reach your destiny. Congratulations to you all.